Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for March 2nd, 2016 for your Wednesday. We're going to have any leftover showers probably ending by the, we'll call it the pre-dawn hours for most. So we might hang on into up to the morning commute here or close to it in eastern sections of New Jersey. We are going to have a cold front move through here today. Now this map is up from the GFS model, still indicating a few flakes here on the back end here. Would not be surprised to see that, especially across northeastern PA. But I wouldn't get excited about this because it doesn't look like, as the temperatures crash here, it would only benefit northeast PA with any dusting or anything that on the backside. This is not a backside accumulation type event, as this is moving quickly offshore. Next frame we go here, and you can see that is very quickly exiting with the area low pressure. Now, one thing we're going to have today, any high temperatures are going to be achieved earlier in the day. Temperatures are going to fall throughout the day, and we're also going to have very breezy conditions with wind gusts to 35, maybe even 40 miles per hour at times. But we will have that northwest wind coming in here, ushering in that colder air. So temperatures will be dropping off from the early highs earlier in the day here on Wednesday, and as that cold front passes, then of course it'll begin to drop off. Clear cold night tonight, and then as we get into Thursday, we're going to have an increase in clouds relatively quickly. Might have a little bit of maybe a partly cloudy start in the morning, and then we go over to increasing clouds in the afternoon. We're going to have an area of snow that's going to move in here. It looks like somewhere between 9 p.m. and midnight from west to east here. We'll narrow down that time as we get a little bit closer here, but this will be some light snow moving into the area. Snow showers and we'll start off initially, and then some light snow because of what the time it's coming in. Now, everybody's talking about sun angle, and it's not climatologically a great time of year for snow, especially lighter snow to accumulate because of the sun angle. The sun's not out in the middle of the night, so it won't really matter. This should stick to all surfaces with temperatures getting down in the mid-20s in many locations. So there's going to be plenty cold enough. It'll certainly be cold enough in the the days prior, both later today through tonight. Of course, tonight's getting down to some pretty cold temperatures, and then during the day on Thursday, it's not going to get, it's many places barely above freezing, if at all. So temperatures are going to drop off at night. We're going to get down in the mid-20s when the snow starts moving in. So as we'll not have a problem sticking on even paved surfaces overnight. So that theory that I keep hearing out there about it's not going to stick on the paved surfaces because it's March 2nd, or actually in this case, it'll be the early morning hours of March 4th. You can throw that right out the window. The sun is not out in the middle of the night. Okay, now we get into Saturday morning, or excuse me, Friday morning here. Still snowing very early Friday morning, still sticking on all surfaces early Friday morning. But then as we get into later in the morning, as this starts to lighten up a little bit, temperatures are going to rise, and they're going to get closer to 32 or slightly above. At that point, once you get to mid-morning, I think even if snow is still falling, you're starting to get some melting on the roadways because they can't, then the March sun angle comes into play. All right, so temperatures are going to increase a little bit. We're going to get the sun coming through the clouds, radiating through the clouds. We'll start to melt at least on the paved surfaces as snow continues to fall, even though, and it's also going to be very light here Friday morning before tapering off by the early afternoon, it looks like, here on Friday. Total accumulations across the area, again, we're going to have a first call out on this tonight. It looks like maybe an inch or two, maybe 3 in some spots. Best accumulation is probably back towards central PA as it looks right now, but we're going to narrow that down as we get a little bit closer to this evening here with some updated model guidance, and we'll have that first call for you out this evening at 7 p.m. on the weather alerts page. This system then pulls away, and then we have another little trailing piece of energy here. This is a clipper type system. Might bring a few snow showers, and this is going to be overnight Saturday night, Saturday evening, and during the overnight period. A few light snow showers could give you a quick dusting in some areas here. That's about it. Nothing really to write home about. And then that goes away. And then Sunday, we have high pressure that's going to move in over top of the area. This is going to be sitting right over top of us on Sunday. So any partly cloudy skies early will become mostly sunny, and then we're going to have very light winds, increasing temperatures. This high is going to set up off the eastern seaboard as we get into Monday here. You see it starting to move off the east coast here. That's going to allow for temperatures to increase even further. Southwesterly winds are going to increase our temperatures as we head into early next week, and we'll be right back in the 50s again. So whatever temperatures whatever snow you get, even though it's going to be a minor amount, will melt relatively quickly. This is not going to stick around. That's one thing about March too. With a higher sun angle, you get melting a lot quicker, and any snow that's left over the ground does not stick around long. We're not like we're getting much anyway, but the fact that it disappears quickly is a feature of March snow. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for March 2nd, 2016. Have a great Wednesday.